Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
It went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not for a long completion.
Be careful creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Come out in the playoff game for no signs of loss for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they do not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that one.
Important second down play coming up. Single back takes the handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
If you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
He'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw testing the middle. He makes the grab. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Let's go. Hands off to the left. Just trucks the man.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you have multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Here on 3rd and short on the +27. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option.
Wow, you love to see this first drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical 1st down here on 3rd down. Impressive, and now they get a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
The offense threatening now. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They give it to the big fullback here. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defensive move coming into this game. How tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on the play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now here comes the bunch formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The Yellow Jackets are on the move here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. They're going to run it here. Makes the first down, but crazy Price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Got
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The clock is still running. They'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Strong game by this quarterback. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. The offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Got the first down, now looking for more. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
There's a 1st and 10 play. He'll hand it off. Breaking tackle. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
That's an important first down on that running play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 10. Heads to the bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. It's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to take another shot right here. And he's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Runs right over the defender. There's the tackle block. First down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with how defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. And here's the handoff. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff and living up to that standard today.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will move it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Sticking with the running game. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Got it.
Second down play coming up.
3:25.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Pulled down now. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback in the design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
They'll run it to the left. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, pick up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly.
And the single back takes the handoff. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal.
Roll it.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Defense wraps him up.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a 3rd stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to 4th and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that defensive line.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial.
Got it.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EX.